The first of our rigid transformations is a translation, a very fancy way of saying you're going to take a shape or a set of points and move it, either left or right, up or down, maybe a mix of both. What's important in a translation is that all the points are shifted, but the shape's orientation doesn't change. There's no spinning, there's no nothing like that. We're just taking everything and moving it over. So translations can be described a few different ways. One of the easiest is just to use words. Take your shape and move it 2 spots to the left and 1 spot up, something like that. However, that's hard to write out, or it takes a while, so we often use this arrow notation, which is what you see over here in the example. So let's translate. This is saying start with your original shape, and every point you have has 2 coordinates, an x and a y. We want to change them by taking each x and making it x plus 4. So we need to think about what that actually means. If you take your x's and change them, that means you're moving to the side, and plus makes things bigger. And when you're talking about the side, that means moving to the right. So x plus 4 just means we're going to take our shape and move 4 units or 4 spots to the right. Right because it was plus. There's a minus there. That means to the left. Now there's another component with the y's. This is our vertical movement, up and down. Plus means up, minus means down. So we also want to move 1 unit down because of that minus there on the back. Now here's what we do. We take each of these points and we move them just like it says. So for the J, 4 units to the right and 1 unit down. Here's where the new J ends up. The way you denote new J is you put the J with a little apostrophe after it. That's called a prime symbol. It means the new location of the point J. This point K, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 spots right and 1 spot down. Here's the new K, so the prime symbol after the letter K. And then for L, let's do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 spots right and 1 spot down for L prime. But it's not just the corners of the shape that moved, right? It's the whole side. So the last thing we should do is connect those sides together. Now, just because I don't have a ruler available to me, I'm going to use my line maker. You should just use the edge of a book or the edge of a pencil, a straight edge, to make sure that your lines are good and straight. I'm going to make the color match just so we're consistent. And what we should see is that we have essentially the same shape, just in a different spot. So it's still a triangle. It's still 2 units tall on this side. It's still got that angle to it. The shape has not changed. It has just been moved. The whole thing, 4 spots to the right and 1 spot down. That's how translations work.